What's up, Jabroni? Steven here. Welcome back to yet another reaction. Today we are hopping into Scrubs episode number 23 titled My Hero. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series. If you have, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reaction. You can get episodes extra early over there if you want them. You could also get episodes when they air on YouTube, fully uncut, unedited for $1. I like to think of it as $1 gets you into the door. And if you like what I do here, you can up the tiers to get episodes early. I mean, you would up to it's only one tier up. I mean, it's either $1 for episodes when they air on YouTube, and then $5 for essentially everything. Pretty much how that works. And then extremely early access on certain shows is the $10 tier. So, yeah. So in case you guys didn't know, I was out of town for about 10 days in between recordings of this, I believe. I don't remember. It's been about maybe 12, 13 days. I can't remember when I recorded the last episode of this, but it's been a while because I was out of town. I'm expecting, if things go the way I expect, this episode to be a bit emotional for me, but we're going to hopefully enjoy it, have a good time. I'm sure it'll be great. Just drank a Red Bull. All right, we're going to hop in here. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me turn on this bad boy, the silent mic, mouse. Pretty much, here we.
What's my name?
Oh my God! Oh no!
I know the nurses call you Sir Plunge a lot.
I know.
And come on, I'm sure you don't know my name, so.
John Michael Dorian.
Oh shit!
You should know my middle name.
Because I care.
Oh, because he cares.
Today seems like a good day to hide out in one of my patients' rooms.
Anybody missing one of these?
Oh my Jesus!
You heard the good
He's
doctor.
hanging out with sick kids. That's awesome.
My hands are free. Just leave me.
No, Ben.
He said faster.
I think
Nice.
you yourself the Christmas card right there.
Yeah, you're funny. Look, I don't understand why
What the hell? Why would you do that?
Because I don't like people to see my bum.
So wear underwear.
You know how I feel about underwear.
Every girl who came to our house in the mid-'80s knows how you feel about underwear.
The sweatpants.
The deal. If we're gonna beat this thing, and we damn sure are, we're gonna do it one way and one way only. We're gonna be a team. We're gonna be a team. You hear me? I hear you, Dr. Cox. I am so not speaking to you, Rhonda. Thank you. He did it. I've got to go take care of some other patients.
He's a superhero.
Sweetheart, if I wanted you to give me 3 wrong answers in a row, I would have just asked for the usual.
Oh
Murphy,
shit!
care to jump in?
Holy hell!
I think it's... Do you have a speech impediment, sport? But I do enjoy the tough love.
They probably like it too there, Bob, whether they admit it or not.
What?
The old guy's so tough on me, right? I love him. Right.
They hate you, Bob. They hate you from the bottom of your hooves to the top of your pitchfork. They hate you, dear God. They hate you good.
Oh shit! The nurse is
What are you
laughing.
laughing at?
That hooves and pitchfork part.
Why? No reason.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing. You don't want to get your ass whooped.
Now, do you think you can make Ben behave like a patient or not?
You guys ever notice how you're both Asian?
Why we go? Why we do the?
name is Turner.
Why we do the race car?
So you used your
Why
key
do you
to
play the
get
race
into my
card here?
personnel file. Big deal.
We mostly do a cappella versions of cartoon theme songs.
Nice. What song?
Here comes Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels.
Turn.
He's a demon and he's gonna be chasing after someone.
It's good.
Why?
I'm telling you, Carla Sports, Dr. Kelso for me. No matter what I wrote down, I always brought it back to sexual inadequacy.
Hello, ladies.
Hey, Doug. So what'd you write on Kelso's evaluation?
What evaluation?
Or you didn't get your check?
Nobody got one.
Oh my God! You were fucking set up.
Around here, bad behavior always comes back to haunt you.
Oh
Doctor,
no!
I just want to take this opportunity to once again apologize to you.
Why'd you play the
and
race
the entire
card?
Asian community.
I'll pass it on at the next big meeting. You know, Christopher, surgeons don't have to be shallow, rank-obsessed cliches.
So who's the best surgical intern? Was it Bonnie? Is it me? I gotta know.
The periampullary carcinoma patient had
Get
a failed
the
palliative
fuck
stenting
outta
and
here.
bile duct. So this is what I want to do. I want to go ahead and prep him for a pylorus-sparing pancreaticoduodenectomy. Thanks. What's up, T-Man?
No
Show the
way.
Todd some love.
Todd is the best surgeon of the new people? You gotta be kidding me.
Ben seemed pretty down after you left. It's funny how people handle bad news in different ways.
He doesn't want to be in the room with him.
Some people have a visceral reaction.
Oh my gosh, she's about to go throw up. This is bad. Oh, Jesus.
Time to get my soapy soap on.
Some people go into denial.
No way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Others.
What chance do you give a guy with Ben's blast percentage? Huh? 20%, 30, maybe? We see, I can't handle that. I cannot. So no, thank you there, Johnny.
Others just walk away.
Man. Superman lost his cape.
He's always out the door if things get too real.
This is the true story.
True story!
The fuck, real world?
4 people forced to hang out in a hospital.
To find out what happens when people stop being polite and start
being real.
I'm gonna take care of that patient.
This-
Dr. Kelso, I did it because I didn't think that you would know it was me, and I thought that it would be funny.
Let's take a walk. I'd like to tell you a few things that I think are funny.
Oh wow, she didn't throw Carla under the bus. They're friends. What the actual hell?
Could this guy be the best?
You want to know what the difference is between you two? When you're working, I can always see your wheels turning. You're thinking about what you have to do next, what could go wrong. You're not in the moment. As much as it pains me to say this, the Todd is.
Please. Just because I'm thorough and I want to keep 2 Kelly clamps on the field in case the appendiceal artery is inadvertently incised so I can gain immediate hemostatic control doesn't mean I think too much. Plus, what if I
Dum 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 shiny scalpel. Dum 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 gonna slice him up.
Wow, Todd.
You're
The
afraid of
Todd.
escalators.
That's not uncommon.
You like the way cashmere feels on your skin.
How are you doing this?
That's right. You run away. Run away from the truth.
How are you doing this?
Look, Dr. Cox, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I honestly think that the only reason you're not down at that hospital right now is that you're afraid.
I think you're right.
Well, this is actually real. Okay.
It's partly because you've really gotten to know me.
He's
this year,
bullshitting.
but mostly it's because, well, I told you that I was afraid earlier today, so please don't tell me that you've come here to reiterate things to me that I have already said, because I know the things that I've already said. In fact, I'm the one who said them.
You gotta get back in the game, Coxie. Okay, Coxie was a mistake. Pretend I didn't say Coxie.
Get out.
Look, it boggles my mind that you just bail on a patient.
A patient is a stranger in a bed that you can distance yourself from whenever you need to. Ben is my friend. And I'm going to try to get in there and visit him over the next couple of weeks. But if I can't, then that'll be very sad for me. But really, it'll just mean that I'm human.
I decided that if Dr. Cox couldn't do it, well, then I would have to be the one there for Ben.
Oh my
Criminals
God.
in this world appear and break the laws that they should fear and frighten
I don't know what
all
show
who
this
see
is.
or hear. The cry goes up both far and near for Underdog.
Oh, it's Underdog. Okay.
Underdog, underdog, speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting all who rob or plunder. Underdog, underdog.
Hey.
Thank God.
Goodbye, newbie. So, you know what's up?
No, listen to that. Hey, I met someone.
Really?
Yeah. She took a stool sample, so I think she works here. Redhead? Tall?
Not on the staff, no.
No? What a strange young lady.
Are we just gonna sit around here and make jokes the rest of the day? Is that the drill?
If it makes you uncomfortable, then you can just bolt again.
I think it's only fair you hear my end of the story there, Ben.
All right, fine. Oh man, I love you, but you're a complete wuss.
Damn.
I guess I got a little scared.
Well, let me know if there's anything I can do to help you through this rough patch.
Oh my God.
Come on, give me a break. I'm not good at this stuff. You know that.
It's okay.
I don't like the big conversations.
It's cool.
He actually responded to the chemo and went into remission.
Oh, shit.
Hopefully he won't be back, but who knows. Still, that's not what this story's about. It's about the day I realized that admitting we're not heroic is when we're the most heroic of all.
I didn't know you had a journal, JD. Interesting. Oh, what the hell? This is... Oh my God, this is how he knows. What an asshole, man. As sad as I thought it was gonna be, so good on that. I mean, it didn't go the dark route of him actually dying, but great. I guess great episode, great message. JD dealing with watching his hero essentially not be able to deal, and then Cox having to like just confront it because it's his best friend, or at least somebody that he's really close to in that capacity. The relationship between what was his name, Ben, and his sister seemed very realistic. Your family knows things about you that, like little things like that from your past, and if they care about you, that they were able to bring it up like that and give him the little toy. That was awesome. The Emmett storyline, it was okay. It wasn't as great as I thought it could be. I thought there would have been something bigger to come from that, other than Kelso talking to her and in the end him just changing. So I guess that conversation, I would have loved to have seen that conversation and actually seen what they talked about, because in the end she just called him mean and then he changed. And I know it's because of what was written in the letter by Carla, but you know, I would have loved to have seen that. The Turk stuff, kind of don't judge a book by its cover. Todd looks like a moron. But he is actually a really good surgeon. The race thing was weird, but I guess that's just where Turk went. I'd probably give the episode. I thought last episode was better. This episode was still really good though. I'm between an 8 or a 9 right now. That's where I'm leaning towards. So. Not sure though. I think I'm gonna go 8, just because I thought that the Emmett story was a bit weak, and I thought the Turk story was just kind of okay, better than the Emmett story, but not amazing. I did think that the JD, the Cox stuff was phenomenal stuff, and even the thing with the janitor had like I'm not a huge fan of the janitor. I know a lot of you guys actually like him. Some of you guys don't like me, but it's not that I don't like him. He just kind of always there, and sometimes he does funny things, sometimes he doesn't. I thought this episode he was particularly funny with the "I am your father" and you know, knowing all this stuff about JD and the review of how he knows all that. I thought it was a pretty good little side story there. So let's go break down the episode. So the episode starts off JD trying to connect with the janitor because janitor looks sad. Then the janitor starts to just name drop a bunch of stuff about JD. We then have the sister yelling at JD because the brother's gone. Then they're looking for the brother, and then this moment was just kids who are sick, and even in his state he was willing to go over there and be with the kids, and that was awesome. And do the whole thing, and JD going I mean, it was a cute moment. We then have Cox saying that he's going to be busy and that he won't be there for the first one, and him kind of running away. Oh no, that didn't happen yet. This time it was the whole rah-rah speech about beating cancer and then jumping out the window like a superhero. Then we have Turk upset because he didn't get some surgery. Turns out she did. We then have Kelso being mean to the residents. I think they're called residents. Then the whole Cox saying they just don't like you, which I guess bothered Cox. Then we have this whole situation about watching Cox kind of calm down his friend and get him to focus on like the real stuff, and like let's not talk about chemo, let's not talk about leukemia. It's an evil word kind of thing. And JD just kind of watching his mentor kind of handle the situation. Then we have the weird thing about the race card, which I didn't understand. I mean, I got it, but like, I don't know, it was weird. More stuff with the janitor, which I thought was actually really interesting, and JD kind of freaking out. The acapella stuff was weird. Because it wasn't like it was in JD's head, it was actually happening. Then he hands them a thing about valuation form, and they go ham on it, take him to town. Then this is the part where Dr. Cox says he can't be there for the leukemia, and he walks away. We later find out the whole wuss thing. He's a wuss. Then we have this. Turns out Emmett was the only one that got that letter. Turk asking who the best surgeon is. Turns out it's Todd, who's a beast apparently, which Turk just is in denial. Then we have this whole thing about heroes. I thought this was a really good moment as well. Like, man, they have the best dynamic in this show, man. Like, I love them two together. Every conversation they have is either funny or super emotional, and I love it. Let's see. We then have the whole "but he's a wuss" thing. This is the thing with the truck, which I thought was awesome. So the real world joke, although it was funny, and when they were this thing, I didn't think it matched up well, because it wasn't like all of them being trapped in a house or trapped in a room together. Not really. They didn't really have those conversations all together. I thought it was cool if they would have done something with it. Then Emmett kind of showing some backbone, showing her, pretty much solidifying that her and Carla are friends. She took the blunt of it, even though Carla was the one that wrote it. Turk being upset about Todd, saying that his I'm not sure what this guy's name was, but the doctor saying that Turk overthinks everything. Todd does not. I'm shocked about this. JD just came over and had a real conversation with Dr. Cox, and Dr. Cox gets real. He got real earlier. And Dr. Cox points out that JD's more freaking out because he's going to have to do this on his own without him around, which he doesn't think he can. This was cool how everybody was dealing with stuff. Was this when Turk said that he doesn't care if he's not the best because he's going to own this hospital one day? Carla saying she wrote the letter. Then this is the part where Dr. Cox is there. They're talking. He gets real with his friend, talks about that he can't handle it. He doesn't do the big stuff well. He didn't do it with his ex-wife. He can't handle the emotional stuff. But that's what Brendan Fraser's character needs here, is to talk about the emotional stuff. Somebody that like he can talk to as such his best friend. And yeah, then the episode kind of ends with the underdog theme, I think, and turns out he didn't die. I think his name is Ben. He didn't die, which is awesome. I'm glad he didn't die, because that would have been emotional as hell. He's in remission. We'll see what happens if he comes back. And yeah, essentially, like I said, it was about JD realizing about his hero and how his heroes, Dr. Cox in the conversation earlier talked about being like, he's just human. And then we find out that the janitor knows all about JD because he goes into his locker and reads his fucking diary. And yeah, and that's the episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reaction. You can get episodes extra early over there if you want them. If you don't want them, that's cool. You can get episodes here whenever they show up. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll talk to you guys later.